Hello IELTS candidates. In today's video, we are going to teach you how to answer the cue card question, describe a piece of equipment in your home. We will teach you how to start your answer, how to use good vocabulary, and what tenses and complex sentences to use as well. We will give you two different ideas that will help you form an answer, and we are also going to leave ample of space for you to add some of your original content. I hope that you learned something new today. Welcome to my IELTS stream. Describe a piece of equipment in your home. The ideas that we will be following are dishwasher and washing machine. So you can choose either one and you can continue with your answer. The bullet points, the possible bullet points for this question could be: what is it? Why is it so useful, and how often do you use it? Now, I should let you know that answering these bullet points is not compulsory according to the rules of the speaking test, but these questions are there in order to help you form an answer and forms a certain type of story to go with the main question. If you don't answer them, it's okay, but you still need to answer the main question. General perspective on the topic. This is how we will start our answer. You can say things like, it's essential to have useful equipments in your home as they help us keep in pace with our busy lives. These days we have devices and machines for almost anything and everything. Some of the things are unnecessary, but others have actually made our lives easier. So you can start off by talking about how the recent advancements in technology has made our lives easier. And some of the things are unnecessary according to your point of view, but the topic that you're going to talk about today, the washing machine or the dishwasher, it is something that you cannot live without anymore. So the main part of your answer will be as follows in case you decide to talk about the dishwasher. I have always disliked spending a lot of time standing on my feet and washing dishes in the kitchen. So I have always disliked. So this is a perfect tense that if you include in your answer, it will show the examiner that you have a nice range of grammar. So it is always good to include perfect tenses. I have always disliked spending a lot of time standing on my feet and washing dishes in the kitchen. The dishwasher we have at our home takes a lot of physical work away from our hands. We just need to place the dishes in the machine and set it to whatever conditions we want, and we can forget about it and do other things, which is true. If you actually have a dishwasher at your house, you would know this, that it is much better than standing on the sink and washing dishes on your own. It is very efficient and cleans our dishes even better than we do. It is one of the best investments we have ever made. So this is a really nice point to say. If you are talking about a machine in your house, you can say that it's a really good investment and it's worth the money. Now, if you liked the video so far, please give us a subscribe. It encourages us to make good content. And now we are also on Instagram. We post things daily. We post reels, vocabulary information, stories, things you can save, things you can share. You can send us a DM if you need any help, and we will be more than happy to help you. Now, if you wish to talk about washing machine, you can say, we have always had a washing machine at our home. So this is also a perfect tense. And at times when it breaks down, we realize how important it is. So when it breaks down, by that I mean when it stops working, we realize how important it is. I cannot imagine having to wash clothes on my own like I used to do in my hostel. So if you've ever stayed in a hostel, you might know that most of the hostels don't really have a washing machine, and the people who stay there, they need to wash clothes on their own. So when I used to stay in my hostel, I used to get back pain and it consumed a lot of time when I washed my clothes. At home, I prefer to wash my clothes once a week, and I am glad that the machine also spin dries the clothes and I can wear them the same day I wash them. So you can talk about the different functions of your washing machine. It also rinses the clothes, it spin dries them so that they are not really very wet when you take them out. So you can just take them out and hang them in the air for a while, and then you can wear the same clothes on the same day. I am thankful to the person who invented it. So this is something that is true to myself, that I am thankful to the people who have made these machines that make my life much easier and take a lot of work off my hands and save a lot of time for me. Vocabulary. Now, it is important that you use good words, but it is also important that you use them at the right places. Always remember, in IELTS, accuracy matters more than your range. So if you are using good words, be sure that you're using them at the right context. This machine is indispensable. By indispensable, I mean that it is so necessary that we cannot do without it. It adds to our convenience. It is accurate and timely. It is labor saving. Labor saving means that, I have already said it several times, but it basically means that it takes a lot of work off our hands. So it saves our labor. In sync with the modern lifestyle means synchronized with the modern lifestyle. It goes with the speed of our present lives. I feel grateful to be able to afford it. It's worth the cost, and it's a blessing for those living on their own. So you can also add things like, I have moved to a new city and I'm living on my own. I don't really have my parents, or I don't have a partner, and it's a blessing to me that I have a washing machine or a dishwasher, that I don't really need to do all the work on my own. Tenses and complex sentences. So what tense would you use while talking about a piece of equipment in your home that is very useful? So because it is in the present tense, the question is in the present tense, so your answer should mainly be in the present tense, that too simple present. And you could use other tenses while talking about the past, and then while talking about the future, like we did have some sentences in the perfect tense as well. Now, most of the time when candidates finish their answer, they like to talk about the future, like a prediction or something. So in that case, while ending your answer, you will be using future tense. Complex sentences. Yes, complex sentences are important as they show the examiner the range of your language. So complex sentences aren't really that complex. In reality, they are just called complex, but they're pretty simple. There are certain conjunctions that you need to use in order to form complex sentences. For example, if you use although and you make an accurate sentence, that means you're making a complex sentence. Although a lot of people in my country still wash their clothes or utensils by hand, those living in cities have started to embrace these machines. So this is a complex sentence. I cannot move to a new place unless I am sure I will be able to get a washing machine or a dishwasher there. If you're interested to know how to form complex sentences, we have an entire video on that subject. We will link it above, and we will also link it down below. Go ahead, watch it, and we have simplified the whole process very much for you. How will you end this particular answer? You can talk about the future, like in the future I would like these machines to be cheaper than what they are now. It's true that at present these machines are quite expensive, especially the dishwasher. A lot of IELTS candidates are actually from South Asian countries, and in these countries not everyone can afford a dishwasher. So you can go ahead and say things like, I wish that in the future this particular machine is cheaper than what it is now. I would like to have a strong Wi-Fi connection in my house so that I can operate it even when I am outside. So those of you who are more used to the machine would know that they also have Wi-Fi connections, and if you're outside the house, you can turn the machine on and it will start working, and by the time you return to your home, your work will be finished. So you can say that either in the main part, or you can talk about it in terms of future, that I wish I have a strong Wi-Fi connection so that this is also possible for me in the future. It will be so beneficial. Even if small kids learn how to use a washing machine or a dishwasher, they will be independent sooner than I was. So since we are the generation that did not necessarily grow up with dishwashers around, we can say that we hope that for the future generation, they are able to learn it sooner than we have been able to do it. And in this way, they will become more independent and they will be able to move out of their houses sooner, and they won't need help from anyone when it comes to basic survival. So that was the end of the cue card, and I hope that you have understood everything. So that was it for today's video on describe a piece of equipment in your home. I hope that you've understood everything, how to start your answer, how to go to the main parts, and also what vocabulary to use and what tenses to use. Now, if there is anything in particular that you need help with, you can comment down below and we will respond to you. If there is any topic that you want us to make a video on, let us know and we will be more than happy to do it. We are also on Facebook and on Instagram. I wish that you subscribe to us, follow us. We keep posting new material every day and we do a lot of interaction. If there is any help that you need, you can send us a DM and we will respond to you. So I hope that you learned something new today and we will see you soon.